pull the veil off. Alright, our first review is going to be Beam Excalibur on Wing Zero Custom. I don't think they're going to be in attendance today, so we're just going to get going. They've been waiting like 2 weeks for this. Same channel as always, hang on.
Did you link me SideTube?
I don't know, just the last few weeks
if
you were like
it's the
already
same as
in
always,
it,
I'll just
so I just didn't think of it, and then there you go, there's a link.
It's okay, it's okay. I'm sorry, I'm in.
Hang on a second, this needs to be calibrated. I'm leaning to the side. 1 second. Okay, we're good. Ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, sweet. I think that I previewed these. This person looks much better than what normally gets submitted, so.
Okay.
Yeah, they clearly know how to
I'm
move.
sorry that we're so late to getting this looked at. Okay, so.
Yeah, they unfortunately they
Doesn't stop
finished
you
the
getting hit
swerve
by
like
garrifying
as.
sometimes, unfortunately. Okay, block. Oof. Yeah, this is like okay. Like these landings are like just a little bit too greedy, but yeah. Okay, let's see. Moving in. Wait, yeah, the zero system was kind of. I think this is an obvious criticism, but this zero system was kind of bad. Just didn't really get anything out of it. You probably want to combine it with your burst.
The zero
usually,
system actually doesn't protect you while you're firing main.
Thing your part. Yeah, the part.
Yeah.
Partner's been doing a lot of work.
Like the sequences at the start were fine, but like the way you fix those, I feel, is like that's one of those things where it's like where 1v1 becomes really handy. Because there's not much to comment on other than
I mostly go ahead, sorry. No, okay, so I can point out that like you're kind of firing main a bit like it's a normal beam rifle to an extent sometimes. It's like there's no real point in firing it like
I think they're gonna end up winning this
in that method with this suit for the most part. Like
that's fine actually if they're gonna combine it.
Sure. Okay, there we go. We have
I would save S-Burst for first life. Or use S-Burst first life and save the CSB, but no, this is still a good burst. Because they didn't wait to use it.
Okay, so well, the other problem is the problem is they took no damage in that burst as well, so they'll definitely get another one, which is also good. So that's important. But there are a couple of things I noticed. Number one, which is probably a mistake, because you did do it correctly on the second blade. You did a burst with your zero system, that's good. But then you didn't really use your BC at all whilst you were in burst. And part of the reason S-Burst is really good on Wing Custom is because your BC, your like command movement with the wings reloads really, really fast as well. And that's incredibly boost efficient and very quick, and like it cuts guidance when you use it as well. So you kind of should be abusing that more when you're in S-Burst, because it's basically just like free movement to keep moving around constantly. And you can basically just like launch yourself into people frequently whilst using it. So that's one thing. The other is I think you probably press main too much. Like at ranges when it's not going to do anything. Like obviously it's fine to press it if you think they're going to do something, but it feels like you're kind of almost using it like a normal beam rifle to an extent, because when Custom's main doesn't really land unless you're kind of close, or they're very obviously doing like a very kind of bad vector retreat.
To be in with a Vernulus Garobi is literally be boosting directly at where they just were. So like you're boosting into them as they retreat, and it would just line up and shoot at their back cleanly, and they're like forced to step. Yeah.
You can also boost into the direction that they're moving if you're close enough. That also like the general thing is that you should probably be putting their gun in their ass or in their face.
Cut them
generally,
off, or you
like
go where they just
that's
were.
usually what tends to work the best.
Both of those,
for both of those
are very hard to do if you don't know player
the thing
habits.
Is, if they
generally like how people tend to neutral, because you'll just end up flying straight into the bullets.
What can help with that is the assist. That's kind of what the assist is sort of meant to help you with to a degree. Because if you chuck out the tall geese like triple shot assist, it controls enough of the opponent's behavior that they have to like at least input a step before they try to just shoot you or like chuck out a vernier move. Trying to boost into people's back is generally better. Like if you're unsure about things as well, because they have to vernier to shoot you. Like with a normal, it's like they're not going to be able to just turn and shoot you with a normal shot without making themselves stop in the air. But the general weakness of going into their back is that
back is in backside of the suit. Not
I would say that like if they just keep boosting left and right. Yeah, sorry, as in the direction, as in the backside of the suit that you're going into. We'll demonstrate this in practice a little bit after. But if you boost into that, then if they can kind of just keep like boosting like sideways, and they'll probably dodge stuff. Whereas if you boost into them, they can't do that. Like they'll just get hit for trying to do that. Like they have to input like some kind of step, or have to input like a block or something. Like it basically puts way more pressure on them if you boost into them as the way they're moving, whereas if you push into their back, it's easier to avoid. It's also safer for you.
It's like it makes the Garobi start up really fast. Obviously, it lets you cancel your main, which is actually one of the lower benefits. It's still really good, but Vernier-less Garobis are kind of weird in how they interact with S-Burst.
So yeah. Those are the main things so far.
We're not doing the whole thing.
But there's more of this to go. It's quite a lot of footage, in fact. Don't know if we'll do all 30 minutes.
This person's bitrate collapses. It's so sad. Actually, I think it's the PS4 bitrate that just falls apart when the game starts. Like, that's dangerous, moving directly away from Reborns instead of perpendicular as well. That was like an attempt to move to where he just was, but you got called out for it. So that's why I said it's dangerous. Like, that is the... Yeah.
Well, rewind, please. Like, rewind to when he did to when they did that. Like, if you can, because the thing is, this actually would have worked if they hadn't risen.
It might also
they did it right. Like, you can go back again one more time. You see how they did a boost top right as they did it. Like, it's true, but like in this situation, if you hadn't boost topped, I think that actually might have connected in time. Like, you would have been closer. It might have actually worked, but because you rose a little bit, I think it didn't connect in time, basically. And it's a little bit contradictory because you can feel like, that was good. Using the fast fall with the 2B. I don't know if that block was intentional. That was good. Okay, you clearly do understand this on like some intuitive level.
Stepping
that you want to like fly into where they're moving, because that is exactly what you're doing right now, basically. Yeah. To dodge the vernier call out. This is good. You're getting a little like people are getting kind of lingering, but your partner's bailing you out, so it's okay. The other partner is like trying to stop them from doing that, and everything's getting a little bit chaotic. So this is a situation, if I were you, like I would be like going, oh crap, need to not take any damage, because I would just expect my partner to die. Like when the enemy team would burst it. Okay, so you're going in with your burst now, I think? This is fine.
That was just inexperience to drop the confirm. Okay. That's tragic.
Oh no!
That was a good sequence. That was a good use of burst.
Yeah, but that was otherwise that was otherwise correct. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No real criticism, just like, oh yeah, you just dropped the combo. This is very awkward. And then you're just fooling around. Okay, I'll point this out at the end of the game. Okay, we have the CSB ready to get out of the way. Let's our system activate. Let's go down. Oh no, okay. So yeah, I think in general you're underestimating the power of this suit's BC. Like, you can also do the BC out of a boost dash, and it gives you basically a super boost
Yeah,
top.
like
you get a
Montero
boost top
came
that
at
will
you,
go
you
twice
could've
as
literally
far,
just
twice
said,
as fast,
you
and
have
still
to
has
now
a guidance
chase me
cut
all the
right
way
when you start to
across
rise.
the map if you want to do anything to me.
Yeah, like you have to if you're wanting to retreat with this thing, the BC is like really useful, and like you're applying it okay offensively, and like when you get into scrambles where you're above people and they're flailing around, you use it to kind of get out of the way of stuff. But you should generally like right when you get like knocked down, like here, is it like you got knocked down here? Yeah, you should have just like boost dash and then boost hop.
Yeah.
Like instead of doing that, basically, you should have just boost hop with the BC.
Yeah, because by the time you got the CSB out, you were like already half boost.
Yeah, it's also very bad. If you have the Zero system on, you generally don't want to do anything, any kind of weird movement. Basically, like, just boost dash, like just boost dash and like don't do anything.
Brown hill, or towards your partner.
Yeah. Or just cancel the BC that you did, but you kind of like just did it and floated and then you got it. Because if you did any of those, if you did anything to continue moving smoothly, none of those funnels would have hit.
Yep.
But I don't want to like overanalyze the last incorrect decision, because honestly, most of that game was pretty good and you mostly lost because you died in burst accidentally because you failed to get the full knockdown on Reborns. So you just tagged and Garovied you. That was really the only problem. Also, to answer the question before for suits with BC, well, for suits that have command dash movement on a button like that, yes, actually, it is useful for a lot of, like, Gaia is a suit that you pick S-Burst on so that you can use her rock jumps.
A lot of suits get a melee bonus in S-Burst for whatever reason, too.
As an example.
Well, I shouldn't say a lot of suits. Some do. I don't even know if Gaia's one of them. But it's like, also there's a lot of moves with like shooting components to them, especially like Rambo attacks. So they end up getting boosted by S-Burst. It's hurting me that people aren't following behind their fangs.
Just one more time, yeah, that's the correct way to avoid the funnels. Oh yeah, like that situation. Oh, okay, your build striker. But that situation before is just a lot of these are just like you're not boosting like the one extra time that you need to. You're not doing like the one fast fall you probably should when you're taking the aggressive landing. Like I think I'm seeing quite a lot that you take the aggressive landing, but then you don't just work in the fast fall with
Montero is on you.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a BC use without, or a Zero system use with no real purpose to it. Yeah, and then you use the BC like side on to try to like defend, to stay on angle against the Reborns approaching you.
Is
but
very
like
floaty, so if you're getting camped on wake up like that, you just fua. Like he uses quite a lot of boost, but they can't keep chasing you, and a lot of people just aren't used to that response. So you'll get an opportunity to just push main in their face as they try to chase you into the air.
Yeah. This person understands that. The only thing I'm trying to criticize is that they're not mixing in the assist cancel inappropriately to get another main out instantly whilst they're doing it. Like they're not generally not using their assist in sequence of what they're trying to do. Okay, here we go. There's an S-burst with Zero system. We're boosting into people. Yes, we're getting on top of people. Finish this down. Get this person. BC forward. Okay, BC forward is really good. You could have BC forward there. That would be good, but it's okay. You were being safe, so it's not the worst end of the world. That was, yeah, you boxed him out, so that's fine. But yeah, like basically when you're in like these kinds of defensive situations where you're trying to fua around, try to remember that you could just do main assist instantly as well, and then you can still do another fua after that if you want to stay in the air, but you're getting out more buttons and another main like quickly. Like because if you just let the main fully recover and fire another, there is going to be like a gap where if you guess wrong on the timing of their interception or when they're trying to do a vernier to call you out, then you'll just get hit. So you should get used to trying to mix in the fast fall just to get the other main out. Okay, we avoided the fangs correctly. So push. Pass all here. It'll be so good. Okay, Garo was okay. That wasn't okay because you just used Garo. But that situation in the corner, if you can rewind, I just want to like really emphasize like how good fast fall has been in those situations. Early, but like when you pushed in, you're gonna take it. This is a little bit too early, yeah. Like in this situation, like the Reborns, oh god, like he just got the landing, and you're like fuck. Like so, honestly, he should have punished you here, but like you like fast fall like so much, like right about the point he.
Okay, yeah, you disconnected and reconnected. Hello?
Oh, we got. Sorry. Please rewind one more time then, like just so we can try to make that clear. Yeah, but like a little bit before. I don't like just. I want a little bit before the sequence just to make it easy. I let's just say pause when I say pause. Okay. So like. This thing, you've landed, they're poking things. That's all right here. Like right there would have been perfect when you did the step, but then you kept trying to chase the landing. And like it's really bad to kind of like force chasing landings with this suit too hard for the most part. Like because it's just not very good at it. Like it's really kind of annoying to do because if they just boost one more time, then you're in a bad spot. So it's often better just to take the landing early, and then when you have a boost advantage, push on it. Like normal beam rifle suits, to an extent, you can kind of be a lot more bully because you can just go boost dash main when you're really stubbornly trying to get the landing punish, right? But this suit doesn't really have that kind of flexibility because your main takes longer to come out than a normal beam rifle. So it's just and you have like the longer recovery and everything. It's just kind of a mess. So you should have just fast falled basically.
A punishable landing,
but
the difference between red and overheat is massive, and you can actually get away with quite a lot of red landings.
Yeah. And the Tolgi's 3 is like the triple shot assist would have covered you from most things at that point. Like Reborns would have had to do a very low damage punish on you, even if he did a punish and he was boxed all the way into the corner. Well, then he would have to retreat out the corner and you could have possibly chased his landing. Like there's
like when you play Vernio's Garobi suits, even suits that like just have one like Reborns, if people turn your back to you, like that's basically an invitation. Oh, I get to go nuts now. Like. Good. That was unfortunate, just got a little too much height.
Fast fall. Okay, good fast fall. That was a good fast fall. Okay, that movement was a little bit wonky because you moved into the wall and realized that, hey, this is actually bad, and you tried to swerve away. But so yeah, like try not to move into the wall, basically. But I think you were trying to correct for it, so it's okay. Aww, good BC movement. Finishing this combo. This is good. This is actually very good. You're out of main ammo because you spammed a bit too much. This is why like ammo management is a little bit important with this thing. And your partner's going to overcost. That's okay though. That's okay. You're popping burst. You're not going to get hit by this guy's burst. You killed him in burst. So yeah. But yeah, like right there was like a pointless main press. Like that's the kind of main press you press with like another suit, a normal suit, when you were like moving around. Okay, this is pretty funny, but that should not have really worked. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that guy never speak. Oh, okay. 8B with OTGs.
You probably need to hold your life because your partner's dying.
Was that CC8B? Okay.
Oh, he tried to do 8B. He just didn't. He probably messed up doing. He got CC8B and he meant. Okay, so this is unfortunate. You could have kept BCing to just not get hit. Like when you're in S burst, remember. You can, yes, but like I think that's not. Like I wouldn't really be worried too much about doing that. Like I think that was just like he tried to do it later than he got. He wasn't even trying to do a cancel one. He was just trying to do it late. Okay, good. BC at the last second to get out of the way in main. Yeah, good. Like, you understand how the BC works. You just need to remember to use it more in S burst, it feels like.
All right.
Because you just kind of forget that you have... More? Yeah, I have, like, unlimited BCs in there. I'll do one more. I generally think this player understand... Like, maybe they don't understand on, like, a descriptive level what's going on with the suit, if you know what I mean. But they seem to understand on an intuitive level what is kind of working and what isn't working. And so for the most, like, if I'm going to give any major thing so far, it's just going to be, like, you need to fast fall better, spam main less, and make better use of BC in your bursts in particular. Like, try to make sure you use, like, yeah, I'll sum those up later. Okay, this is a low-cost comp, so you should probably be, like, not going in too hard.
It's hard for me to be too critical about it.
That's another good use of BC.
Your partner's overcosting, but you do also want to be half-bursting with the suit. Your half-bursts are so safe.
Yeah.
Good chase.
This is good. Yeah, good trade. I would not go for OTG with the Garo. Your ammo is a little bit more precious than that. Like you're already almost you see you ran yourself out of ammo. Just kind of like catch the chip.
Like chase behind.
No, I mean what I mean is that they knock them down and then like they're trying to do a little bit of extra damage because sometimes you do that with a normal beam rifle suit to add a little bit of extra. It's not worth it with this suit for the most part. Partner overcost it again. This is a great situation to use like BC to get out. I hope you're gonna burst. No. Oh, okay. You're very lucky you didn't get punished for that because like even though that was a zero system landing, you took so long to land. I felt you could have gotten punished. Okay, partner intercepted. I feel like you probably didn't play slow enough. Okay, you did use it to get out. That's a good use of the boost dash BC to get out. I would be poking with Garo and Green.
Considering you're holding on to burst, you're playing way too
thing
passive.
You probably don't do much of.
Like this is how you play if you've half bursted your first life.
Yeah, your partner's gonna die.
Your partner's kind of just getting exposed.
Yeah, it kind of just feels like you're playing, assuming your partner's gonna die again, and you're just holding burst.
You could have BC'd the moment you realized
them both bursting on you again, but then you didn't end up using burst. So, yeah.
Yeah, Pop CS.
And now you need to go in. You need to go in like right now. Like you have no choice. You must go in. Good. Yeah, you have to go.
Knock down Tripopi. Okay, now go on Booty Chief. Yep. That's
BC
the right
again.
target.
BC on top of him. Good.
Okay. They both ran at you, so that's fine.
BC again.
Yeah.
Okay, you shouldn't have tacked. Okay. You shouldn't have tacked. That was because they're still in burst and your burst has ran out. Okay, that was. I mean, you still defended yourself well, but your partner kind of like lost you the game.
No,
you could have made better decisions to win the game.
Alex, because the Alex was the easiest one.
Okay,
to kill.
so I think I'm. Yeah.
And then they both double locked you, and that was fairly okay because as a decision because you could afford to take a hit, whereas your partner couldn't.
Yeah. So if I was gonna make like 3 major things to point out, then I'll focus on them. So they would be number 1, try to make sure you use fastball when you do when you're like pushing into people, because like you're doing the right thing when you try to push in and get close to people with the suit's main, because it's really dumb at close range. Just try to make sure you work in a like, I boosted like kind of like diagonally forwards with main, step assist main, like. Step assist main, work in the fastball. On defense too, like work in the fastball. They're coming at me. Oh, I whiff my main. Let me do like an assist main so I get another main out really as fast as possible so I don't have to wait for the full recovery. Then second thing is to make use of BC better. You do seem to kind of remember to use it, but you periodically seem to forget that you can use BC to literally just keep moving into people constantly. Like, because BC cancels on the main, and then main cancels on the BC, and you can just basically constantly be moving around in BC when you're in S-burst in particular, and when you're retreating, make use of the boost dash into BC boost hop. And the last one, what was the last one? Try to make sure you half burst better, basically. Yeah, just try to make sure you half burst, and with your zero system, you do understand that, but you're not quite getting it consistent. It should just basically be consistent every game. Did you S-burst? You should zero system. Those are all the main things I think for the most part.
Okay,
otherwise, you seem to be doing pretty okay.
Or it causes drop frames. Okay, cut that warning away. Alright, you want to do a demonstration for anything, or are we good?
I think that person seems to sort of understand like the basics of what we explained before with regards to the boosting into people. Pressing main thing, so that's probably okay. Unless you want to, we could boot up a 1v1 room if you wanted to do that.
I think
it's up to you.
Yeah,
I feel like that's not. If they're not here, then I would prefer not to do it. But yeah,
they're definitely intuiting what they need to. Let me do something quick. I need to reduce how much recording bitrate I'm recording at. So I've switched to NVIDIA's encoder. I'm gonna have to turn off the stream to reduce the bitrate. Alright, I'm gonna cut the stream and reboot it real quick. Be right back. Looks like it's still skipping frames.
Looks okay on my end, from what I'm watching. I'm just checking your stream. Looks okay.
Alright.
Yeah, it looks smooth. Looks smooth to me. I think that's fine. Anyway, I've
lost BC behind the building. And that was the start.
Okay, I'm watching now. Okay, so let's watch. Okay, that's good. Okay,
be careful,
boosting
over
in a
here
circle. Checking thing. Fast forward was out. Yeah, you're doing too many actions at once for the most part. Like this is, I think this is something I addressed to you before. Is that like don't keep boosting constantly with this thing. Like you kind of just like throw stuff out. Oh, and then never deploy your BC after you've already moved a bit. Always land and then chuck your BC out. Like you never ever want to press it like after you've already moved, basically. So yeah, like the general thing I'm noticing is that you're just basically kind of like constantly boosting around in a circle and throwing stuff, and that's not bad, but like it's also not very good because you can kind of just your assist that you have will protect your landings to a great degree, so that you can actually afford to just land a lot more often with this thing. And that's kind of what I told you before. You should have really canceled that back when Unicorn was lying on the ground, because there was no point staying in it at that point. You just kind of like wasted all the ammo of it. Other things. I haven't seen any CSB use. I know I told you to do that later. Okay, we're activating burst with the assist on. This is good.
Yeah.
Drop on him, shoot him. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, I haven't seen any use of CSB. I know that's a little hard to work in, but it's pretty important for this suit. Again, this is something I know I told you before, but for other people who are like kind of figuring what the suit out to or interested in it, the CSB is basically like a spread shotgun. It's a little bit like Gushon's AC. It's a bit of a shotgun spread. It's not as good as that, obviously, but it's comparable, where it just fires a bunch of shots on a white horizontal line.
I have no idea why.
And that's like the main way you actually get hits on people
so much.
For the most part. Because
CPU. I just got the skip frame message again.
Oof. If you want, let's pause and ask people if it's a problem. Because it was looking okay when I last looked at it, but I can't watch the stream and this at the same time. So if you could pause, I could go back and look. Yeah, like I'm just watching the thing as well. It looks totally fine on my end. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever Streamlabs is saying is clearly not matching up. It looks okay.
And it was just the recording combo.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and just play again. Yeah. Also, I would generally not BC unless you have the assist out, but unless you're about like if you're really far away, it's okay. But, like, usually having the thing out so they can take a shot is usually pretty good as well. Okay, getting.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to it's just a funnel. It's an all-out attack that uses 3 funnels per chuck, and you should basically be trying to dump it as much as possible, which is what they're doing. So they're doing fine with that. They're just doing it too much.
One thing that like
they're just trying to do too many actions at once.
1.5k is if you Zunda, like that's inherently bad. Because there's no way to move into position and then Zunda safely.
Oh no, I think you were trying to like shoot the other person,
yeah,
but you misinput your boost dash or something, and you were just chaining the same thing over and over again. Yeah. That's good. Okay, you dumped a lot of crap out. You just kind of like spammed and threw it as much as possible. Partner's probably going to die, but they have Transam, so you got a little bit to try and get the kill here. Unfortunate. This is going to sound kind of whack, but this suit, I'm pretty sure this suit's assist that has shot guard does not move out the way when you melee. It does move out the way when you shoot. So if you're in clutch, do or die situations, it's actually okay to just go for 6B. Like this suit 6B is okay. It's not good, but it's not bad either. So I would say that like in a situation like that where the full saber is like stuck in the corner or stuck against the wall and you're really close and like he's gonna want to shoot you off, just go for go for a 6B He can't shoot you out of it because of your shot guard assist, basically.
Next video.
Yeah. And yeah, like I said, the CSB, you want to be fast falling off it generally as well when you use it. Well, I might be good to do a demonstration later, but yeah. Okay, so boost. Oh, okay, this is weird. Oh, I guess you didn't see right from the suit from the beginning. That's fine. You don't. For the record, if you ever submit again, like don't worry about it. Like just swap to the thing. It's fine if we miss the first few seconds.
Go off by the time they sort that out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Boost. You're kind of also, what I'm noticing is that you're never boost hopping, it feels like. You're basically almost never boost hopping. And I know, again, this is something else I mentioned, but like Qubeley, all the Qubeleys and can do something when they boost hop where they can boost hop and they can be throwing main into sub into main into sub whilst they're boost hopping at people, and that lets them chain their main kind of like a machine gun or like Marsai or Delta Plus or whatever. And that's really, really good. So that's something you need to start doing. I hope you've been doing it since I mentioned it, but like that's really It's also very good when you have this like Glenny assist or the Mashimer assist out on Haman or Pura 2, because they also shoot every time you shoot. So you're chucking out like tons of extra bullets everywhere when you're doing that. It is ammo intensive, but like if you're just looking to like use your ammo and have presence and stuff, that's like a really, really good way to do it.
If you just do one boost hop and throw out like 3 beam rifles, that's way easier to just boost one more time to confirm off of. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, the funnels will probably finish the confirm for you, like with the suit, if you do that. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Okay. Like some of this close range defensive stuff is like the problem you're having again, which you probably realize by now, is that like, oh, you're like out of angle, like, oh no, how do I defend myself? And it's like you do step into out of angle main into sub. That's the main way you defend yourself when people are like getting too close to you with this thing. And I know I told you about that as well.
How good the suit
in this video, obviously, you're not going to be using it. Sure, we'll demonstrate that afterwards. That's no problem.
Yeah, we'll demonstrate a lot of the things we were talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I guess I also, again, I know I also mentioned this, but I should just mix in as well. You can also fast fall off the assist. That's one of the best ways to take an aggressive landing with this thing is with the assist fast fall, because it will stay out when you shoot. Whereas most of your fast falls will actually make the assist move away. So like the assist fast fall, the first time you call it out, that's like when it's the strongest for taking an aggressive landing to try and push. I don't know what the heck just happened there. Like God touched you, then instantly got stunned. Some of this target selection is a little bit wonky, but like it's okay. Like we've got enough like mechanics to worry about before we worry about game meta things right now in terms of that kind of stuff. Yeah, like these are prime situations to be using fast fall, basically, when you just randomly like stop yourself in the air like that.
Yeah, also when you have that muscle memory to just input the assist fastball, falling directly down, especially if you have a shot block assist, like, is incredibly good actually. It's incredibly hard to hit that.
Okay, we got a burst. Let's go. You call Glammy, call more burst shots. Yeah, get more shots out. Oh, you didn't finish at the Hector farm. That's unfortunate. You would have killed God. You got one hit, but you didn't quite kill him. Now your partner's gonna die. Yeah, these are all situations where it's very hard for you to actually get the clean hit. You can only spam unless you use CSB, because the suit's CSA is pretty bad. So it's pretty. Oh, you're gonna die. Okay, now. Oh God! Well, you got another S burst. Your partner won the game.
Just said finish, not
good stuff. Wait, what the hell?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm used to the green text meaning that you win. Sorry. Okay, one more then of this, and when we'll demonstrate the thing we're talking about. Do you want me to demonstrate it, or can you do it?
Should be a good on all of these. All right, there we go.
Whoa, almost got caught there. Throwing, okay, you don't really want to, like, I don't know if you're aware of this, but like, although you can chuck the suit's funnels in green lock,
it's about the same as your red lock range, yeah.
There is still a maximum limit on how far they will go and how far they will chase. Yeah, it's not the same as your red line. You can use BC at like as far away as you want, as you notice, because they'll just like fly up to the opponent. But some of these funnel chucks are like way too far away. Like you can only be a little bit out of red lock range. Some of the ones you're throwing are just like too far away to actually ever get close in chance of having a connection occur. So try to make sure you're trying to throw them when you're closer. Like if it helps, like go into practice mode and like just like, you know, just see how far away you can throw funnels at people and try to get a good idea of that. Like get a good idea of the spacing of when the funnels are actually going to have an impact when they travel.
Oh no!
Because like in your entire red lock they'll be good, but they're good a little bit out of that. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna be real with you. Don't bother trying to cut full save or doing anything. Just try to punish his landing if you can. Like there's no point. Yeah, but like that's the best you can do. You're never gonna cut that suit thing. Oh no. Okay, that situation you were looking at the wrong target for quite a bit. But yeah, I don't want to like give too many things to worry about though, because there are obviously a lot of mechanical things right now. But yeah. But yeah, it really helps if you're in BC. You should be trying to look at the target indicators and making sure you're aware of where the other person that you're not looking at is, and like when they're shooting you and stuff, so you know when to cancel it or when to move again. Because you're completely stationary, so you are sitting duck. So you have to be aware of where more than just the one person you're looking at is. Okay, bursted. So you should probably target swap because you bursted, or they bursted. I mean, you didn't, but you got away with it, so that's okay.
Funnel. Oh, there's the super. I mentioned it earlier.
So, oh yeah, I guess you haven't been using super. That's the thing. Yeah, we should have told you to press super. Okay, my bad. But yeah, like you should probably always press super with this thing at the end of your burst, because
even at the beginning of burst,
it's just a really fucking dumb super. It just makes it. Yeah. Well, that's not as good because it takes away your sub when you use it. Like, you can't use sub for the duration whilst the super is active. But yeah, the super is really, really good on this suit.
Alright.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and try to demonstrate the thing we're talking about with the machine gun.
I know. I'm like.
Remember, triangle starts. Don't press triangle.
Super nervous. I'm not. Oh, I just went the wrong way. Okay.
Double zeta. You went the wrong way. Oh well, too late.
Triangle used to be select suit, and they cruelly switched it to now be the. Because I'm looking too far off to the side.
Your face trick's broken, by the way.
But yeah, you can just do like one boost top and then just like that was main sub main, and that was a full confirm. So like boost top main sub main.
Yeah, you can hold the boost top a little bit to make it like get to make. You can also be shooting when you're rising. Like that's the ideal thing is that you're doing it whilst you're rising too. And you're constantly doing it whilst you're rising and falling, basically.
Even if you just do the.
I mean, that's why I was wondering if you wanted me to do it, because I can do it.
Main sub main, that's still a huge upgrade. that will finish a knockdown for you on its own. Because like, look at the boost for this. That was just a clean Zunda. That wasn't even me moving into place. That was just me firing the Zunda. If I move into place, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna Zunda you, I'm basically out of boost. But if I just go, oh, here's a landing, I barely used anything. But yeah, so like, main sub, main sub, main sub, main sub, main sub, main sub.
Yeah, and like demonstrate it with the assist as well, just so you can see like the amount of like crap that goes on the screen. The assist will even make the stuff finish even easier as well if you do that. So yeah.
Yeah, the super just lets your BC go out autonomously. It's really good. Waiting for the super to end. All right, now let's slot assist. And then main sub, main sub, main sub, main. Like you can even like go, I don't want to land, and you can just keep spamming by rotating those. Now, as you can see, I just burnt my entire ammo bar, but...
Yeah. Yeah. This is you kind of like burn all your ammo doing this, but that's okay. It's okay. As long as you have to like... You kind of have to treat this like a way to kind of like make effective use of your tools, because if you don't, then it's difficult to actually get it. You have quite a lot of beam rifle ammo, it's difficult to actually get stuff out effectively. So, yeah. Well, Holly's doing it a little bit slower than you can actually do it, but you can like the ideal sequence is that you fire the first main while you're doing the boost dash, and then when you're doing the boost top, you do the first sub, and then you do the next main when you're reaching at the top of your jump, then you do another sub, and then you do a main as you're falling. So you should be able to get a full 3 shots out, basically, like if you do this correctly with the boost top. But don't worry about practicing it too much. Like I have good practice on doing that because Marasai, you have to get 4 shots out in a single boost top.
I mean, I can get 4 shots out with Marasai.
Yeah, this is the CSB thing is
getting my hands to coordinate to throw the subs out on stick.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's probably also because I'm using macros to do it instead of whereas you're actually pressing main sub like with
even if you do
an A and AB input, whereas
if you cancel it fast, you just start dropping like a rock.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good thing to point out, that you can actually do the assist fast fall even if you're out of angle.
So that was just AACA.
Like,
obviously you can't do it when it's already out, but
yeah.
It's actually like really good when you just get used to boost hopping away from people coming at you. Like someone will chase you and you're just like, no, and then you just stay. Oh, I botched the input. You can just like boost hop away, go, no, I don't want to be hit.
No, the thing is that you didn't even really botch them because you could have just done sub anyway. Like, remember, you can just do sub to free fall out of your out of angle mains as well. It's like, so, like, there is no way to fuck up a free fall with this suit. Mammon, like, I want to stress though that like holding the C button is a way to get more out, but like this is like not really ideal. Like, ideally you're able to do it cleanly enough that you should be able to get 3 mains out. Because like I said, it should come out where you press main whilst you're boost dashing, then you get the sub whilst you're doing like the actual C input to get the boost top, and then you're getting the sub whilst you're after you do that. Then you're getting a main whilst you're rising and about to get to the tip. You get another sub whilst you're falling, and then you get the main as you're about to land. And then often like you'll just do like a step assist main or whatever step, whatever at that point as well. Yeah, I would like just to show. Could you show like the
like
CSB
like,
thing
you
as well?
Like, just by one boost action by doing main sub main.
Like,
does it? Oh, it cancels in the sub. What?
Well, it also gets a free fall as well. It cancels in the sub.
Even better than I thought.
Yeah, yeah. You can just do like.
Yeah, like instead of zoom.
You can just step and throw that out.
Punishes
into sub main.
It's actually even better. And you should fly up, throw that, cancel in the sub. Finish, let the funnels and main finish the confirm. Like, they actually might be able to block in time, but if your assist is out, they won't.
Yeah.
Like, if your assist is out, this will definitely be a full confirm. Oops. Oh, no,
yeah.
It isn't. Oh, wait, no. It gives the time for the funnels to hit. Yeah, it actually gives you enough stagger time when the assist is out. Otherwise, you're gonna need to actually boost cancel that so it actually knocks down.
Or you just do a main sub main.
Sub main, sub main. No, you can't. No, I'd boost cancel that if. Yeah.
Okay, I would say that you generally want to be as close to the ground as possible when you chuck this out, though. Like, this is a move that you use to aim at people who are just staying close to the ground, and you want to use it when you're close to the ground as well, so it has like the best impact and spread. You can do this move in green lock as well, just as a poke, because it's just so wide. It's probably going to tag random crap even if you fire this in green lock. So if you're really stuck for stuff to do, you're out of ammo. Just run away and start throwing CFPs.
Is going to primarily be have assist out, but. That's not out. Boost hop away and then step and fall doing main sub main. So like you can let yourself get really close to the ground and fake a landing like that. And that's pretty hard to hit for your cost.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to apply all these at once either, it's just trying to give you a reference.
Yeah.
For, what were those cool Mark II things I was told about? Anyway, let's go move on to the next person. Oops. Alright, I think Coconuts is next. Yeah, Coconuts is next.
Okay.
You're welcome. Yeah, for everybody who submits these are helpful for more than just you as well, because now it's like, it gives us an opportunity and an excuse to like kind of lay out what kind of makes these suits good for people, more than just commentary. Because hearing it in commentary is one thing, and then hearing it actually being demonstrated in front of you is another. Some people like more casual content. Casual form. Alright, let's go with Coconuts. First off, what are you doing? Penelope is like the opposite of a skeleton. Look at how big it is. Wait, you're right.
No, because it takes it off. It takes off the skin and becomes a skeleton. Yeah, it takes the skin off. Okay. Okay. So Penelope, I think you probably understand the basics of the suit to a degree because I know you've got a pretty decent Kashi Gundam. So I think you mostly understand like what funnel missiles do. So this is gonna try to focus a lot on like the actual Penelope specific things. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of BC use like be used aggressively. I would discourage against that. BC is actually not that good like to actually push on people. It's more of a way to retreat. Like that's the main plus of the BC is a way to retreat and to do really funny OP stuff. I would generally not press BC with Penelope when you're trying to push on people. Okay, yeah. Don't try to do stuff with Odysseus for the most part. Is like unless you absolutely have to. Well, it's like you should treat this mode as the. I don't have to do much now. Like all you're really here to do is just to boost around.
Come at you, then you can hit them. And it's actually really hard to hit Odysseus if they try to hit you. So your goal is to literally put yourself in an inconvenient place.
Yeah.
That was awkward. You're like, oh, he didn't shoot me yet. You just reblocked. You got it.
Okay. Okay, that was a nice block. I think so I think I'm kind of seeing why you're using BC the way you are, but like I would suggest instead of using BC this way, good burst though, is that you try to make sure that you use sub to be able to free fall. Like we just talked about using sub with Penelope, with Qubeley as a free fall option. But some of these situations you're like, oh, I want to like main, but like and get another main, but I don't want to like fly straight into him. And then if I fly any other way, I'm gonna get like a weird out of angle situation. So what you should be doing, and like I'll point this out when it happens again, because I think that was okay. Well, at least you have a burst at least, right? Oh dear, this is kind of bad. Okay, yeah, you could have cancelled that into main because I'm not sure if you've done it yet, but the sub on this Odyssey is cancelled into main.
I know you don't want to put the skin back on, but sometimes you gotta.
Put the pack on.
If you activated it at first, you should have activated it more preemptively.
Okay, good.
You could have activated it preemptively and just did a twirl and then spammed main.
Yeah.
And Strike Freedom would have had to just not push on you.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. It didn't happen again, so if you would... I think I was being an idiot and I was watching the stream instead of watching the thing, so could you... I'm so sorry for my comments being out of time for the most part.
Well, here's the problem. Is it already cleared up from
It's fine, just watch it again. I'll point it out if things happen. I'm so sorry for my comments being out. But that's fine. Just go. Just go. We'll keep going with the next one. I'm very sorry for my comments probably being misspaced though. Did you notice my comments were weird?
Sorry.
Or do you think that was mostly not too bad? Okay, that's fair. It's okay. I'll try to make sure that I'm watching the correct one this time. So circling, poking with main. This is fine. Yeah. Okay. So that was okay because you got into the person's vector, but so this is okay. But you have to remember that BC actually costs more boost than a boost dash. Like the advantage to BC is actually, even though it costs more, is it lets you retreat. Oh, okay. That was good. That's good. This thing's Garo is kind of bad. You're trying to use it like she's Garo. It's not actually good. Like you kind of can't really use it aggressively to call stuff out. It's very much I don't think they're gonna do fucking anything. But because she's will actually just beat people if they try to do things except evade it. Because it's that much better. But Penelope's deploy is way slower. Okay. Sub.
You could have put the pants.
Yes.
You could put the skin back on though.
Yes, you teleported across the way. You got out of there. Okay.
You could have put the skin on.
Put the pants on. Put the pants on. Coconuts, put your pants on.
Still worked out.
Okay. 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 Rewind. No. Rewind. This is an important example. Please rewind. Okay. So after he gets out, and after we're in the situation where you should have put your pants on. Right after he puts the pants on, I want to point something out. So here, okay. So this BC, okay. If you could go back and pause when he does the BC, basically, because I think this is a really good one to point out.
That one?
No, the one right after he transformed. Like this one, okay, yeah. So that where you did the BC kind of on top of them. Now, I don't know what your logic was, but I kind of understand why BC can seem good because it's I get to stay on angle and be shooting people and stuff, and that's true. This is correct, and doing even a defensive BC in this situation actually would have been pretty okay as well. But the thing is, BC does not cut guidance, and like I said, it costs more boost than a normal boost dash, and it can also make your landing kind of exposed. So you got away with it in the situation, but the thing I've been trying to find a window to tell you to do, specifically, and give a good example, is make use of doing out of angle step main into sub as a fastball. That's really a really powerful new thing that both Kashi and Penelope can do in this game, is that they can hold their ground and do a guidance cut and free fall in a way that doesn't require them using their special movement options, and it's very. I think it's pretty important to work that in. I think funnel missiles are not things you just throw out on cooldown with these suits anymore. You actually want to use them for the free fall more than anything else. I will try to work in. I mean, we can try to use a demonstration of an example of how it works. It doesn't. I mean, you can use them for both, but I'm just saying, I think primarily they're better for the free fall as opposed to just chucking them out for plays, because the free fall capacity to do it is very, very good. That's all. But yeah, in this situation, when you did the first shot, you could have just boost dash diagonally away and just done step out of angle main sub, and what's Strike Freedom gonna do? You've just thrown a main with missiles and then more funnel missiles, and you've just also cut guidance. It's really
if you successfully get people baited into chasing you.
It depends, but I mean, they take a while before you can fire another. Is the thing once you deployed one, so you have to be careful about it.
Ball slow. That was fine. Oh, no,
decent
main
BC.
after the BC.
Yeah.
Finish it though. Awesome damage.
Okay.
Freedom's getting bullied. Chase his ass. That was a good twirl before the landing because you just landed right after. Yeah, just inputting.
Yeah, let's straighten arm the back.
Woo. That was his partner that did 100. Whoa.
That was super. That's why. But yeah. These are actually some pretty okay BCs because the angle that you're moving at is actually advantageous. Just it's a lot of situations the angle that you're doing to get the capacity to be able to shoot at people without going off angle and stalling in the air.
Yeah.
Is like not ideal, but it's okay in these situations that you're using it. You just have to keep in mind, like it's especially good in S-burst because it gives you altitude to keep turning it more main.
Kind of just moving perpendicularly. No, you tried to do it towards him. Yeah.
Yeah, you tried to box him in the corner. This was good. I think this was good. Like in S-burst, PC becomes much better. But I just think for like general movement purposes, you should be a little bit more stubborn about staying closer to the ground. And then if you have to, like, get a better landing, you know, use your free fall. Aim, BC. Whoa, whoa,
don't know
whoa,
about
whoa.
the first BC,
okay, yeah.
but the second one
Oh,
was
okay, you got
necessary to
saved.
get you
That was
back
like
on
missile
angle.
save.
That was fine. Good block.
Yeah. 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 Try to make sure that you're canceling your BC as fast as possible when you are using it, because it costs more boost if you don't cancel it early.
Good.
That was good.
Okay, good.
Garring him back. That's okay. You can cancel Garrett with BC, by the way. That's a pretty decent use of it.
Oh! Fucking got him.
Nice. So yeah, okay. I guess in like some of these situations, I'm also thinking that you could probably start working in the use of the CSA. Like the CSA is like mainly the tool when you think that you have neutral mostly down, you think people aren't just gonna get hit randomly. Yeah, but and then again, the level of some of these matches do seem like you're able to just hit people with main and sub for the most part. But if you ever start feeling like you're not able to like actually hit people just by moving and shooting, start considering CSA, or if you just need to get a hit.
I can't evaluate this because I don't play the
CSA
suit.
with
Is there a way to like make sure you don't interrupt your momentum with your flips with BC, like Reborns? Like, does it inherit momentum? Because like, okay.
What do you mean?
Okay, so it's just
no, it doesn't.
Fast.
No, that's part of the problem.
Like, something
it doesn't
look as
inherit
clean
momentum
as I've seen other Penelopes. Okay.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask.
It's mostly just not canceling.
You didn't use S-burst on first life, but activating it right away on second life is the second best thing. Yeah, you're trying not to take damage. You're not pushing in too hard. I don't know. Okay.
You're just farting crap all over the place. You'll still get some of this. It's fine. It's fine. You chased really hard for that, so your partner got the damage. You're really far ahead now. This is good. It's all good. Now the other guys like move it up. I'm like, oh, you have to look at me. Don't kill my partner, and then you killed him.
Like that. That Garobi just doesn't work. You can do it in S-burst. That's it.
Yeah, like just yeah. Yeah, it's fast enough in S-burst, but that was a random super. If you shoot him, he's dead. Yes, perfect.
Someone's name was like a very deep shade of blue that I couldn't read. All right. I think one more? Alright, this is a longer game too?
Yeah, one more. Yeah, like with Penelope, like an awful lot of like the complexity of the suit kind of doesn't really come out until you get to the point that people don't just get hit by random crap, and people kind of get hit by random crap a really,
it's
really,
still
really
good,
long time.
even under
so
that
like,
condition,
if
though.
you just get good at churning stuff out cleanly and not getting hit, it'll go really.
No, he's definitely not like directional influence
yeah.
during the BC or something. Sometimes. Okay.
No, it's just canceling it late. I'm telling you, it's just a late cancel. Like you remember the difference between Reborns when you cancel it early and when you don't. Like it's literally just that. It's just not fast enough.
The comfort set in like over these matches because the first game was very much sloppier, especially when it comes to like BC use, and now I'm not like, ew.
Yeah, like what I'm noticing is that actually you're pressing BC and then either sometimes just not canceling it or just like canceling it just like really, really late. You should do it like instantly. It should just be BCA or BC sub like instantly. And yeah, there's a great example of why this suit's Gara fucking sucks. Like that would have been a punish with most other suits. And there's why you can't use the CSA very much because it just takes too long to come out. Oh yeah, something I've not seen you do with Odysseus is cancel the sub into main, because I don't know if you knew that, but you can do that in this game and it's a free fall. It's like GPO ones.
Yeah.
Because I've only seen you do that in S burst, and it's pretty.
Considering how
it's really good to just get like step sub
that cancel route
into main. You get a free fall. Oof. Okay, you have an S burst though, so this could be good. We gonna do it? Let's go. Oh no, let's not die in burst.
No, you just died for throwing out the green one.
Partner got damage for it, even though
I don't know how I feel about that. Kind of okay to try for, but.
Yeah, well, I mean, I also think that was reactable to like react to the other guy doing CSA to an extent, because you have to.
Because you're not going to get a full confirm off it. There you go. Yeah, I think Coconut's just
this is kind of gross actually. You need to like
point.
retreat really hard. Yeah, like in that situation, it would have been an obvious time to use it.
I would have S burst, but oh no.
Oof. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, like if you have to, it's better to burst and not take damage in Odysseus than it is to like,
Ugh.
you know, in this kind of situation. But I mean, like if you're gonna, yeah, you couldn't make up your mind. You have to like kind of like pick a target and then move safely based on them instead of like trying to change your mind and then boost dash directly into somebody there. It was just kind of like an indecision moment.
That Gundam X win pose. Alright, who's next? I think it's OG?
The sub main cancel, you go flying with it in S burst because you're probably canceling it like immediately. When you cancel the first shot of sub into main in S burst, you inherit way more momentum. If you do it out of like the third hit, which is what the cancel route is, you don't inherit as much, so it's not quite as fast.
Yeah, Todi, Choji, Rider, and then
But yeah, sorry, I want to just like make sure I summarize before we move on to Toji that the main things for Coconut CuriousCat with Penelope are so that number one, probably try not to BC as much, basically. Like don't worry about using BC as much, because generally speaking, it's better defensively than it is offensively, because if you were trying to make an aggressive movement, almost always just boost dashing diagonally is better than like using the BC. Unless you're in burst, because then getting a little bit of extra height is like pretty useful to get more main shots out. Now, and on defense, work in using the out of angle main into sub in Penelope mode so that you get you can free fall and hold your position harder. You can be like more stubborn about flying up to people and then like boosting diagonally away, step, main, sub, and then just like you've just held your position, just like with Qubeley. And And then lastly, you know, try to make sure that you use the sub into main cancel with Odysseus normally, because it's a free fall and you can just defend yourself really well when you have that. I don't push for stuff too much either with Odysseus mode. Like, you can just chill.
All right,
just hold your ground.
Let's get Ryder first. Give Toji as much time as possible to show up. I'm down to do a lobby after this. Just a public TF. I don't know about if Irysa is. Alright, we're gonna do Toji on F91.
We'll see.
Alright. I don't even know what... Hang on a second, let me pause and let me make sure my quality is...
Okay, F91.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, F91. I don't know how old these are.
I mean, they're at least a week old.
Remember, you were talking about this a while ago. So I'm seeing a lot of... Yeah. Well, I'm seeing similar problems to Qubeley. Too many actions at once. You're playing a low-cost suit. Stop trying to do too many things. You're also not Atlas, so you can't cheat. Yeah, like this is like way too many things at once.
Yeah, you're like getting vector
like,
shots, but you're also trading.
Buttons,
this is
do all
a suit
the
that
things.
has low HP.
You kind of...
Actually, F91's HP isn't too bad in this game, I think.
It's still pretty bad. It's pretty bad. You still die combo earlier than everybody else, and that happens twice, and then it's like, ooh, you know, like you're almost 2,000. You're not. Oh gosh, did you just hit the? You just hit the full armor. He wasn't even.
All right, you're moving in with me. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so
the cardinal sin of F91 players has been avoided. Using me, Peter.
No. No, don't use sub randomly. Like, don't Vernier randomly with the sub. It takes so long to come out. Like, it's not that good. It's like you carry normal. Like, I don't know if this is an Atlas habit or what, but like, you know, F91 sub is. Oh no, yeah, you gotta react to that. You gotta react to Luna's. You gotta react to Luna's super. Like, when she's in burst, you gotta keep an eye on her and like hear her yelling for Shin or healing Shin screaming Luna, so you can instantly know to step or block. Because like that is a you will get hit if you are not 100% prepared for this button. And yeah, what Sky says is correct. Like F91, you should be like doing way less crap and just being really passive until you get your BC activation, because that's when you're allowed to go in and just
also don't
be,
CSA until
like,
you're
unhittable, and then go and just take an aggressive landing. Go. I wouldn't quite say that. You slide enough with the CSA that it's okay to pepper it in if you can second impact. But yeah.
I usually don't like using it over just main and then trying to do a sub confirm.
Well, the other thing is, let me put this another way. Don't use CSA if you've boost hopped unless you're gonna step before you use it. Basically, like I would say that. Like if you're just like boosting around and firing, it's totally fine to throw it out whilst you're moving horizontally. But like if you're boost hopping around, don't chuck out the CSA randomly. Like that'll just like stall you in the air, and you won't really get anything done. So like you're charging the CSA here. Let's see where you use it. Like yeah, you just boost up. Okay, rewind. This is important. Rewind. Like, go to just like highlight him doing that CSA out of the boost hop. Like, look how crap the movement was on that, because you just rose up in the air and like almost no horizontal move. Never fire it whilst you're rising on a
like
boost
the early
hop, basically.
step.
Like only do it straight out of the boost dash or a step, because you want horizontal movement.
Good banana.
Yeah. Okay, your BC's off. Let's try and like move in. No! Okay, we got something. Okay, let's retreat. Oh no, we didn't retreat fast enough. Oh dear. We're getting full combo. This sucks. Okay, he went for like a super combo. Can't do that in normal. Yeah, and then you tried to throw out sub normally, which takes out too long. If you're like really needing to throw out a higher correction move or something, press assist because like sub takes so long to come out in the suit. Like it's not a good button to throw out randomly. And generally speaking, when you're playing lower cost suits like this, you should probably just retreat instead of like if you're like, oh crap, I want to throw out a high correction move on defense, probably just retreat and hope you don't get hit. Like is a better idea usually, especially because the sub is going to cost a lot of also your boost as well. That's right. S burst, vectored, but we didn't really keep pressing enough, so he got away with it. Got hit and burst. Probably not going to get another burst now. Oh, what am I doing? Well, never mind. You didn't die first. You're okay. Yeah, these only press sub when you think it's going to actually help you confirm a landing or you get a landing punish. Like you don't really press it randomly. Like it's just the button you have to be way more conservative with. When you're in Meepy, you can press the random side sub more because the random side sub is really fast to come out compared to the normal sub. No.
It is not.
But I don't even think the correction on that move is all that great, so it's still not that great to throw out. Yeah. Let's Meepy. Let's do it. Meepy. Meepy. We remembered to Meepy. We only did it when we were completely out of burst and we got shot out of it. You should basically try to time your burst with Meepy. Like if you're choosing when to burst, you should probably
really
just
has more guidance than a normal
try to do it
main
with
shot.
your Meepy. Okay.
Oh no, you canceled the BCs!
Yeah, it's not that good.
Okay.
Oh my no! It's okay to actually just press 6B with this thing instead of the BC melee when you're in Meepy, by the way. Like, it's actually not that bad either. But yeah. Okay, we're playing with the 3K now, and you're playing with age effects, so like this is ideally a game. You did it again, you did the CSA whilst rising, and you're like, oh crap, I'm gonna get punished. High correction move, and then you had like no boost at all, so you got landing punished. Like, in that situation, you should have recognized you did something bad and just retreated. Like, just a boost helped away and just hoped your partner could save you, and then try to reactive shots go for your landing. Good. Let's get out of the way. No. Do not go for it twice. The other guy will tech and hit you. Do not go for it twice. Get the hit and retreat. That's it. That's your job with the in and out. You are flat. You're like a bee. You just fly in and you sting once, and then you run away.
No, I like that analogy with F91. Sorry. You sting once and die.
That's a terrible analogy.
There's a good use of CSA. Because you boost. I don't know if you did the step or
that was good CSA. That was good CSA. You used the high correction and you. There is no point in trying to like press on this F91 who was also in Meepy when you were both in Meepy. It was like like he only got hit because like he fucked up. Do not be tempted to press super with this thing. It's tempting, but it's not good. Trust me. The super is not. It's like you just step once and none of that shit's gonna hit. Like, and it's not even like anything travels that fast either, and you get punished so easily. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ooh. Well, you overcosted, so you need to like kind of slow down.
Step BC, super EX.
Okay.
Burst.
Activate Meepy. Activate Meepy. Activate Meepy and go burst. Go. Activate burst. Don't.
All right.
Yeah, like. Okay.
Oh,
your partner
tragic.
Got that. That's fine. You got knocked down. Oh no, your partner didn't get the full knockdown or something. I don't know what's going on. You just killed your partner. No.
I don't know what button they hit to made themselves vulnerable. You can blame them for it.
And then you super.
Alright, do you have any comments?
I don't think I've seen... No, I don't think I've seen them use the quick sub in Meepy, so that's just the thing that has to be kind of... Yeah. I saw two slow Meepy subs. I still slew two slow subs MVP at the end of the game there, I'm like, oh no, don't bother with that. Like, sub is not a good button. It's not Atlas CSA. Atlas CSA is actually good. Like, did it again.
If you want to like early
you got away with
CSA,
it, though, but yeah, stop doing that. Oh no! Stop pushing for these landings. Like you like when you're playing a low cost suit like this, you need to be like your function is to actually just pepper. Like unless you're Meathy, like you're trying to chase for landing punishes so hard. It's like, don't do it. You have no tools that are good enough to do that with.
So if you do something like this where you just want to move in and then chuck CSA, right? Instead of boost hopping and rising, just land and do step CSA and see what the opponents are doing while you're firing, because it gives you a ton of time to just watch what the opponents are doing. And then you can do the rest of your sequence or retreat. And it gives you just a lot of time.
Like, what was this? What was this? What was this? Like, really? Like, just rewind that. Like, why are you chasing for that punish so hard? I'm sorry to be so critical, but like, I really need to emphasize that one. Please go back. Like, to like. Like this situation where you've just already like basically ran your boost out trying to get away from the O who went underneath you. You went straight in on trying to get a full punish on the full savers. Like you have no business. You have no business like dealing with two people at once on the suit or on a lower cost suit like this, unless you're in Meathy. But even then, you probably just want to hit one and retreat. Like you do like go for one person and you retreat basically. It just generally feels like you're like probably a bit too used to playing like Atlas, basically because Atlas can cheat, because he can throw out subs and like retreat and stuff like that. And you're like, I'm gonna do overplays. And like, if you want to play like a normal suit, you can't overplay like this. You can't keep like boosting at people and throwing out buttons, and can't keep going all the way and overheat.
There it is again, the CSA boost up.
Yeah. No, trust me. Like this is a common F91 mistake. Oh, that's a very unfortunate.
Okay, now it is. Yeah. You can afford to boost more directly into him because Meathy goes up, but whatever. Sure.
Yeah.
Man, that was like the optimal situation for it, where like you're being ignored, and it just doesn't have the guidance for it.
Yeah. It doesn't travel fast enough. It's not good.
Because I actually was convinced that was going to hit, because I was like, oh, the O hasn't stepped. But it's kind of just a super where you throw a bunch of pin rifles.
Oh no, this is kind of bad actually.
They had another one.
This is bad. Oh, okay, you good. You picked the right target. Right at the end there, No. I just meant Master was really close to dying. But, like, you picked the right target, you went straight for Quana, because Quana was trying to bully your Master on wave up. And you got him for it. So that was good.
Alright. We'll do one more, because I think that's 5.
Okay.
Also, if this is more than one game, this is going to be 2 very quick games. I didn't know that was a thing.
And there it is again.
That one's fine, because...
See, that was that was fine. You were moving, not rising, moving with it. But then this keeps happening. Trust me, this is a mistake lots of F91s made, and like it kind of hurts me when I see it keep happening. Good block.
Oh, that
really
was a really good block.
block.
It doesn't matter. That was still a good block, even though he unblockable. Dude, he only got 84 damage off that. And it's really obnoxious to try to avoid the Destiny CSA, so that is totally fair to just block and avoid the mix-up entirely, even if he ends up unblocked.
No, you're doing the thing again where it's like you get the head, then retreat. Oh, it's okay. You'll adjust for next time. Yeah, like you. like, I think part of the problem is that you may have gotten used to, ooh, boost hopping is cool and good, but like, F91 has no fast fall. Thus, boost hopping with it is kind of bad, to be honest. It has no, I wish it, yeah. Yeah, like you have no way to get down to the ground fast, and like, you know, none of your moves are all that great when you're high in the air either. So boost hopping with this thing, especially like aggressively, is just kind of bad. Like you kind of need to like not boost hop as much. Stay close to the ground, work your way in slower, and then be much more careful about how much you're doing at a time, whether you're in Meepy or not. Like only go for one person, limit your sequences, and try to make sure you don't, you know, go for, like, you get a hit in Meepy.
The problem
that's
with
like,
Rising Sub isn't if you can get away with it, you're
punished,
stranded in the air with like half your boost.
Yeah.
Or less. And you don't have a fast fall to get back down to the ground.
Yeah.
Whereas if you do it horizontally, you get even more ability to dodge moves, as well as you're hugging the ground tighter. Yes. Melee makes stuff track you in Meepy, but Meepy still gets you close.
Like, the thing is that Rising Sub's okay on defensive. Oh, sorry, not Rising Sub. Rising CSA is okay if you're like boost hopping away from somebody and you're chucking out a move on defense. Like that's okay, and that was most of the time that was when it hit. But like you're using it like offensively or in neutral, and like that just doesn't really work very well, because you're basically not getting enough movement to like properly avoid normal crap for the most part, and you're not like, and you're just ending up making yourself rise into the air higher, which is not good for a suit that already has no way to get to the ground quickly. Like that's generally the problem. You're like, the thing is that like if you do a single boost hop, right?
Like I said, if you want to use it as a poke, like take a landing and then just do step CSA, and you'll be moving quite a bit horizontally. You'll be able to watch Sit coming towards you.
Yeah, it's just that you have to boost dash again out of it when it's consuming. Okay, so think about this: when you do a boost hop, you're committed boost to a boost dash and then the jump, and then you don't use any boost for all the time you're going up and all the time you're going down. When you use a CSA, when you boost hop, you're using boost the entire CSA. It's like using up boost, and you're kind of like just stalled in the air. You're not even moving that evasively for the most part. And then you have to boost dash cancel again to get out of that. And you're not going to fall very quickly because you're doing and you're high in the air. Like this is the problem that you're having a lot of the time while you're panicking. Like, oh shit, people are underneath me. I need to like sub to try to like save them and not get punished in my landing and stuff. This is why this is happening, is because you're kind of just getting too much altitude accidentally as a result of that. You don't want to like do that because it's costing too much boost and too many actions at once. Like it's like that's basically like half your boost bar if you end up doing like a boost hop into CSA into boost dash again, and you're kind of high in the air. This is very, very bad.
All right, we're gonna move on to Toji. Toji isn't here, but we can go through their stuff. Oh my god, Rod's already 3,000 games. The opponent is.
Oh, is this Rottleburns? Oh no, that's sorry. Toji. Okay, Toji.
No, if you would have canceled.
We didn't do a free fall, but you probably would have got punished anyway, so it's okay. Okay, Sob's down. Don't push in. We kept pushing in. Fangs are out. Flip. Let's flip and do a free fall. Good. That was a good Fua to get out of the way. That was really good, actually. I don't know if that was on purpose, but it was really good. We have stop, so we should look to use it. Yeah, we did it. We blew off the shield bits. Well, not the shield bits, the ABC mat. Raw melee, probably not the best idea. It's okay. We threw it.
Yeah, cannon main. Really
I don't know what this is, but this is kind of messy.
People. If you want to hit a button, you have to hit 2A or hit melee. That's your offensive cannon melee. Or that's your offensive cannon attack.
Okay. Oh, okay. I think I think that burst was like a good idea, but you probably should have just retreated and not committed to actually doing anything like aggressive. You should have just retreated with your sub into your fast. Your down main in your cannon mode, and then flipped into the fast fall. Then you would have just been totally safe. But you kind of like had difficulty taking the landing, and now you're gonna get like superior bursted on basically because the opponents have enough stuff to just like ram themselves into you. You're flying. Okay, you flew into the opponent on wake up when they have burst. That was very questionable.
This is another. There's a common theme among a lot of good suits, and what makes a lot of suits good is they have very good options for boost hopping diagonally away from people. Because it just gives you time to breathe or assess.
Yeah.
Or do it off Fua, but it's a little less desirable considering how much stuff just regular boost hopping gets you out of.
Yeah, if you're in like both those suits are like shooting suits for the most part, and like unless Reborns and F-Birds, which he wasn't anymore. So like if you just burst and like boost hop away from people diagonally, like nothing's gonna hit you except for like really high correction stuff that you can just react to and then just like step. So making space is like pretty important. Keep that in mind.
Actually, wait. Let me check something. I think they said they wanted some games later on in the set. Let's see. Yeah, they said second half more relevant, so might as well get ones where they're more warmed up. Is that fair? Anyway, all right, let's go to here. I would not say that. Minine is dogging people. He's just playing very safe. It's very appropriate to call it mid-range.
Well, I think Toji is as like internalized the fact that Reborn sub is how you get damage though. So like I'm not going to criticize that because I see whenever sub is up, they try to use it to hit people. So like that they've got that.
Oh, that should have been 2A. That two.
Okay, no. I think the Gara was okay there. I think Gara was actually okay, and against a lot of suits that would have been like really good. I actually respect that choice. I will not criticize it. I respect it.
2A is very good point.
Okay, then I'm gonna criticize it. Yeah. Okay.
Not very.
Okay. Yeah. What? That's true. Yeah, I don't know if these are like accidental, meant to be like down mains when you're doing some of these flips and stuff, because like and you're also like not really using your Gaga fastfall that much. It feels like in situations where you can just like I want to be safe. Let me just do a Gaga fastball.
Flip into cannon mode often
in mid range when you're just not
over other options. Against melee suits, I've actually started sitting in cannon mode.
Okay, burst. Okay. No. Please rewind there. Sorry, this is a good thing of effort. Okay, so right after they burst, we want right after they burst. So they're gonna die first, aren't they? Yeah, they're gonna die first. Okay, so this situation when you bursted, like you activate around, is it here or no? It's here. Okay, so you activate because you sub and you activate. You get a hit. Where's the activation? It's gonna be here. Okay, so now you activate and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go melee him, and you just melee. But you need to remember, you can actually shoot in F-burst. This is an important thing to know about F-burst. If you like rewind one more time and like pause right when it happens, like right after they burst and right after when they go for the melee, you can shoot and then cancel your shot into an attack. So like this situation, if you press main and then start shooting him, he couldn't do that. He was fucked. Like he was guaranteed dead. He was guaranteed screwed in that situation. If you just press main and then press neutral melee, like he's guaranteed to get hit basically. So that was something you should like. It's like actually really powerful with suits with good beam rifles. And then you do that, and you just do that, and it's like, hey, you start to Vernier to call out what on my melee move. Well, guess what? You're just getting shot, and now I'm confirming into the combo anyway.
When you get hit by this, like your fronting is over.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Yeah, after this, your partner has.
You're below 300 life. Your partner hasn't died yet. Like you don't exist. You don't exist any. Yeah.
And that lets Rod just activate and finish it. Nobody uses Gagas to set up hits. I've noticed.
I feel like Gaga Oki is like,
talking about, like,
good, but
mid-range,
like I
you
feel
do a
like it's
poke
less
and you
worth
just
it in
land
this game because I
Gagas, and
feel
now
like
it's
you can.
Alright, now
It's,
you have to step, or you're gonna commit.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's like I feel like using them for Oki just feels like you don't get as much, but it's still good. It's just like the toss up is different these days.
Tech, but
whereas
like,
in full boost, like I would just do that all the
just
time.
take the Gagas fast fall.
Yeah.
And they are now either going to have to commit to moving a ton, which lets me move into their vector to sub them, in which case they're in a horrible situation, or I will just keep chasing and maining, because I know that I'm going to have boost advantage, because they're either going to step, or they're going to make a huge circle away from the Gagas origin point to keep moving so the Gagas don't hit them.
Well, yeah, like this is something I think I've mentioned. I don't know. I'm not gonna like reinforce it as like an important thing for Reborns players to do, but it's really powerful if you can actually time it so that your sub's coming up off reload, but it's not quite off reload, and you use it to disrupt Gagas out and get a fastball aggressively, and then the sub reloads, and then you can use the sub to hit them. Like that's like one of the peak things that you could try to line up your timings up for. So you get a fastball without using sub, and then you have sub for the defensive push with the Gagas.
No, 8B Oki, that's fine. You could have gotten
Are you
more.
gonna do Oki?
But,
it's okay.
Let's see. They're even a lock on.
Nah, I wouldn't criticize it.
They're
It's
just
okay.
excited they
Like,
got the
it's still
hit.
fine.
That was only 138. You could have brought him to kill range, if not kill him.
Yeah, that rewind a little bit. That situation was like a perfect time to chuck out Gagas. Like after the this, like rewind a bit more than that, please. Like just like in this entire sequence, like before, when they're trying to get the next hit. After they get this one hit, like they get this one hit, and then they're gonna try and push for another Oki situation. Doesn't it? Just do a fastball. Just do a fastball. But like you kind of just like flopped and like had a wonky landing and got punished as a result. If you just did a fastball, it would have been very difficult to get a punish on you because the Gagas would have protected you. And that was in like, yeah, another situation probably could have just like worked in Gaga. I'm just generally seeing like a lack of Gaga use in general. Like your Gagas are like kind of staying with ammo quite a lot. They should generally be trying to be used more. Rotate your cooldowns. Okay, you're probably gonna die to this burst, but that's ooh, kill him in bursts! I don't know if that was you or your partner, but that was really good. Okay, this game is looking amazingly good for you. I don't know how I feel about this burst, actually. I guess it's okay if you
this is when you need
just
to just use your ability to teleport away, just so you don't die in burst. No. This is like nitpicky if it's a nitpick, because you won this round, but like...
Yeah.
Instead of doing... So like, this is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know about the melee, that could have gotten you killed, but circling around... Then like from here, you should have just flipped backwards all the way across the map. Instead of trying to hit the X2 off you.
Yeah, I mean... I mean, like, dying in burst isn't horrible, but like, I think in that situation, like, you were far enough ahead that you could afford to just hold your burst, basically.
Like,
that was my opinion.
Getting 2 bursts a game, pretty good.
Yeah.
Dying in bursts... not the worst thing to happen, but you really don't want it to happen because it takes so long for you to get burst back. Like, put it this way, there are Reborns games where I respawn with my second burst. Yeah, didn't cancel it, so it didn't.
I'm still seeing this thing where you're not free falling out of your flip, so you're just getting hit with. Oki Garrows are okay, anymore. Like unless if they don't react properly.
Confident that they're in a position where they want to get away from me.
Yeah. I don't know if all these cannon mains are like intentional or not, but like it kind of feels like you just generally should not be pressing cannon main. Like down main is the button that you want to be thinking of pressing.
So you're out of 2 arrows.
Oh, and then we kind of just exploded. Really we didn't use it.
Want to use cannon?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take the risks for those kinds of Garrobies, but
we still haven't used any Gagas. Okay,
it's preference, yes. That's the best way to put it.
I mean, that's player preference. I'm gonna be honest, that's just player preference.
Because there are some, there are a lot of Reborns players that get a lot of success being way more pushy with Robies. It's also something I throw out more in like close range oriented matchups. Like 7 swords will like Zeusa near me, and it's like, there is no Zeusa, you must die. It's just a knowledge thing to kind of hold sub there and let him wait. Ooh. We're taking a lot of damage just by throwing out
burst. You're gonna need to use it right, like to peel them off your partner. Yeah. Well, they're kind of just not fluidly moving with cannon mode for the most part in general. Like I'm seeing like almost no like free falls out of it at all, really, and like your sequences aren't really combining modes. It feels like you kind of understand how to use the moves in individual modes pretty effectively, but you're not like combining them together
mode, and it was going a lot
in the
better.
way that you want to reverse. Yeah, well, I mean, I think that kind of makes sense in general, and if they're trying to get used to using cannon mode, and that's good. But like to make effective use of cannon mode, you kind of need to like swap and like
also doubling back.
And to do that, you need to be able to do the cancels better. So like that's something we'll probably have to show.
This, like, I don't even mind landing in cannon mode and then flipping, but you flipped one direction and then immediately boosted back the other direction, and that's like just so ridiculously wasteful. It also puts you at risk.
Yeah, I don't know if Toji actually knows this, but yeah, I don't know if Toji knows, but you can cancel the flip out of back into Gundam mode into main or sub with Reborns, and you carry so much momentum when you do that. I just haven't seen it like once, so I'm just like, what's going on?
Oof. You know, they're holding burst this game as well. I think they got it before their last hit. Well, this is where someone verniers like that above your head, right? Like this, right? This is when you boost a direction and then you just start doing cannon flips like crazy. You do cannon 2A, main, cannon 2A, main, cannon 2A, main, cannon 2A. Just back flipping. Because it both keeps you safe and they're fucked because they already vernier stalled in the air and didn't cancel it. So like, they're consuming a ton of boost while they're verniering midair, and you can just completely.
Oh no, you're exploding! You're exploding! Please back out! Please back out! Please back out! No, yeah, you're like you go below 300 life on your second life. You're not in the game anymore. You're literally not allowed to do anything in the game.
Not win.
Yeah,
Raud had way too much life.
Did you win? I don't know who. I don't know if I think you lost. Yeah.
All right, one more. And then we have one more player left. But yeah. They're just not fluidly implementing cannon mode right now. Yeah. Yep.
Well, they're basically never doing a free fall out of it, so that's part of the problem.
Yeah, the only time you don't free fall out of it is when you want to block, because the block actually comes out faster if you don't free fall. Oof.
Yeah, this is just kind of an awkward game. It's hard to find anything to specifically comment on because a lot of it is just getting hit by random stuff because you're not moving correctly. And then the worst thing is when you deploy fangs and then you deploy fangs, you flip out without free falling and you get hit because of it. And it's like now your fangs did absolutely nothing and you used all the ammo. Like
as well,
this is like really bad.
Sub him because all of his moves are gonna hit you before yours if you don't sub.
Yeah.
Rob just respawns and bursts, that's fine.
That was a pretty good block. I would have probably just pressed Gagas though. Like Gagas are really good when you know people are gonna melee. Oh, Jack's gonna die. Need to. You're dead. Oh no, you're still alive. Okay, do you have a burst? I don't know if you have a burst or not. You do. Yeah. Like your partner still had like potentially one combo left, so you probably shouldn't have gone in there at the end. Like bursting was good, but like you should have let your partner try to do it because your partner can still take one more hit without losing the game, basically. Whereas you were like literally, I got shot once, I'm dead. Okay, so like we really need to go over the free falling stuff with Reborns and like because like the three main things I'm noticing are like not enough Gaga use, no free falls out of
I think they know
the
they're just
cannon
not
mode,
thinking about it.
And
But
you know
for the
too much cannon mode.
viewers, they need.
Well, it's literally needs to be automatic, so yeah, to play this suit. That's another good point, Sky. Like, if you're low on life and you're knocked down,
Well,
you should
also-
probably
you're
just stay on the
actually
ground.
kind of
Like, don't
threatening
get
there
up.
as
Like,
well,
like
just-
don't get up at all. It's a good point. Yeah, if you actually stay on the ground, it's actually kind of a problem for them because they're like, shit, I don't know what they're doing yet. Like, and they take their eyes off you, and then you tech into them with invulnerability and a burst, and like it can go very badly.
And it's very clean. So like they're trying to do like this on. Oh, I missed it. Go me. Just make sure. Like you want
We'll
to
just call that a demonstration of what they're doing.
Usually this whole sequence of you chucking all of your Garobi Fangs and stuff out, you're going to pick a direction, and you're committed to moving that direction the entire time. Reborns gets to be very lazy with how he positions himself. And the tighter you get, the better a Reborns player you will be. But like I said, at the start, you're going to throw both of these out. Whoops. I need to boost after that. You're gonna throw both of them out, boost, and then flip for maximum momentum, and like you just can't get hit out of that. When I'm like pushing the center, I will still sometimes do boost, AC boost, flip.
Yeah, Rater, just to like specifically comment on what you're saying, like, yeah, that is kind of F91's problem. That's why he's not that good a suit. You don't really do anything unless you have VP up. That's really that's fundamentally the suit.
Finish it.
Like you have to your MEP is how you get damage. It's not the assist, it's not the sub. Your MEP is how you get damage, and then you usually get one hit in your MEP, and that's it. That's the suit. It needs you have to that suit has to play slow. Almost all of the like the OK suits in this game, like the B suits or whatever, have to play slower. It's like only the A suits usually have the privilege of being able to play like at a much faster pace if they have to. Like so many suits really have to play around specific cooldowns to be able to do things.
There's a lot of close range situations where they just stayed in and they were like, oh no, gotta do things, I'm being attacked, right? But the moment like you're in an uncomfortable situation, Reborns has like the ultimate privilege of just flipping into cannon mode, doing 2A, flipping backwards, and then fast falling. And like, that's just not punishable unless they're looking to specifically punish you for doing that. Yep.
And you can still just do another one. Like if you like, you can still just do another one. Like if you're like
Yep.
And then you can still just Gaga after it too if you wanted to. You could do like stat Gaga afterwards, and you can still get a
cannon main is
and
like,
we'll cut guidance.
maybe if I'm against a melee suit and I'm really far away, I'll decide to land in cannon, fire a few shots, and then start retreating again. But like, alternatively, the only other situation is this, because it drops you down to the ground slowly. So like, I'll retreat away, and just let that take me to the ground. Wait, I think the cleanest way to do it was this. Sorry, I actually want to do a neutral transform. That's what I was doing yesterday. And it just gets you to the ground and it fires some extra cover fire. Doesn't matter if you do backwards or neutral, but neutral slightly faster. And the reason why that's useful is, say you like poke a melee suit and then you're all the way back here in red lock or green lock. All of these random cannon mode shots have decent guidance, and they will be tracking even though they're in green lock until they step. And that's like the only major use of cannon main I have.
Oh yeah, the CSA thing, I think they haven't really been using that either. Like using CSA defensively, that's also a good point. Like retreating with CSA into sub, that's also good. Ideally you do that when your sub's down, but yeah. But yeah, see that sequence that they just did where like they dumped all their crap and then they flipped out and then they did a fast fall with the Gagas? That's so strong. It's so safe.
Damn it. Why am I dropping this? I was doing this cleanly yesterday. There it is. And that's just a way to get a ton of crap out. Because it's a cancel chain, so it all has guidance. And the faster you do that, the better. It's kind of crazy how some of this stuff's easier when I'm in match. It's usually not the case. And then other things like if you want to implement cannon mode 2A, you do like main, side flip. You have to do side flip. If you do back flip, it won't true combo and they'll either block it or get out of the way of it. You have to do it to the side or into them. But that's about all I want to do for Reborns right now. Stepping before your Garobis also is important, but if you accidentally hold the step too long, you get that. Which honestly isn't that bad anymore. It's not even that bad to mess it up anymore.
Yeah, that's true. It's actually not a bad idea.
But like, look at how staggered Gagas are. Like, they're actually a really good offensive assist. One step cancels them all, but you can use that step to get boost advantage because Reborns has almost free positioning. Like, Reborns just usually is at advantage if a situation exists, and the only solace is sub is slightly less damage than normal. Confirm. He's kind of peppering you with slightly lower damage confirms, especially if he uses tools like Gagas. It's just slightly lower damage by like 10 or 20%. And even then, it's not even much of a downside. So if you can set up boost advantage, you're pretty much golden. Alright. GVS F91 was fun. I agree. Did you get that snipe shot so you feel slightly more presence when you're longer range? Alright. One more replay to do. And this is Buster Beams. They're not here either. They both tend to get on late. I think we did them once before. They're Excellia, I think. Alright, are you ready? Let's close it out. And then I have to dump all this into me again.
Probably don't, like, I would, kind of the same thing I said about Black Belt, don't press, it's not Black Belt either, don't press, like, your sub, like, too far away, because it does have a travel limit, so it will just, like, not be effective.
I'm not super critical of that,
too many actions at once.
And then they did just sit and land. Get a little more distance, that would be better, but...
Sure.
Ooh!
Oh, this is actually really good if you melee. Oh, you CSA, that was good, that was good. That was actually pretty good. Like, the whole sequence was, like, kind of because you refused to land and refused to run away. Like, you did, like, very inefficient movement, but at least you defended yourself.
You need to be more insistent on making space.
With that. I know. Okay, like the thing is that if you've like with Excellia, I would not really look to press main more than once in most sequences. Like you're like it's just okay. You press super, that's good, but like if you just there's almost no real benefit to repeatedly firing main unless you're absolutely convinced they're gonna go crazy and just trying to wail into your face. Like in neutral, there's no point to pressing it more than once. It just costs extra boost. You may as well just boost hop away. Like it is running trend. Just boost hop away from your problems.
To be fair, we thought this game was absurd until we realized just how much they buff suits to just be able to boost hop away.
So, well, your partner just kind of exploded too fast in that game. It was kind of a mess. So I don't know. Like I wouldn't. It's hard to comment too much on that. I'll try to pay more closer attention to call out specifically the movement errors you're making, because it looks like that Qubeley just got like underneath you and you were like, oh, and then you just didn't really know what to do.
I have no idea why OBS is using 50% of my CPU.
Ooh.
Really going nuts. That actually, okay, this is actually an example I want to point out to everybody in the planet. Where was it? They awkwardly land close to new, right? But guess what? You're close to new, and you have a big gun. So you're still able to get the knock. You didn't get the punish? Like this. Like, he's still screwed because he's stuck near you. So it's like when I'm talking about like things are a lot less urgent than a lot of people think they are. That's one of them. Like, it's perfectly fine to land and get the hit like a second later. Oh wow, I can't. He was ready to step to that thing.
Got a long wind up. Okay. I think you're charging CSA, like, in situations you don't really have any business charging CSA. Like, you should... Yeah. Yeah, you basically, like, Excellia's draw, for the most part, is that, like, she's fast enough to actually just move away from a lot of problems, and then usually you kind of just, like, stall out and rely on your AC and such. But you're relying on your main, like, too much, basically. In terms of like to get people off you, and because you're like, oh, I've got a lot more main ammo, but then like that's not actually. You still kind of don't want to spam main because it's vernier and it's expensive to fire it repeatedly. So you kind of just need to be moving away from people more, and you probably need to stop rising whilst, because like, I'm seeing a lot of instances where you're kind of like rising and then firing at people, and then like you have no. This is a similar problem to F91. You have no fast fall. You have no way to get to the ground faster when you rise. So if you commit to like rising movement with like a boost hop or something, you kind of need to follow through on it. Like it's not very good to cancel into moves that cancel your boost hop into a main unless you're absolutely sure it's gonna hit. Like don't just randomly poke stuff out. And if you're like, oh well, then like. But I had to stop moving in that direction. Well, it's like, well, you shouldn't have boost hopped in that direction to begin with. Like, you should be circling, staying closer to the ground, and trying to maintain like an ideal-ish range. It just feels like you're rising in bad places, basically, for a suit that has no fast fall. Rising is like something you're not really meant to do that much unless you're going to commit to the full movement you do with the boost hop. Because otherwise, you just like use twice as much, not twice as much, but you use extra boost compared to a boost dash that is then just not really helped you and just made you more exposed. So yeah, like just try to boost hop and like let boost hops happen more. And if you're finding the directions are not working out, then reconsider the directions you're boost hopping in more.
Anyway, I want to comment on this sequence like particularly because Excellia really is a suit where you just sometimes have to land and then try to shoot instead of panic and try to shoot someone off you before you land. Because like you do a bunch of crap and then you're like, oh no, I'm gonna get punished if I don't do something. But you could have easily just landed and then do this move. You could have done the exact same thing. Now you're doing the sky leap. If he tries to fly into you, you burn through his entire pyramid, and if he steps out of the way, you can start boosting away. And now he has to play like cat and mouse chasing you until you're out of boost, and then he gets his hit. But instead, you just take the hit and have to E-burst. Like, the Skyleap's really good for just taking random aggressive landings and just going, nope, I'm in space. Because it uses almost no boost to get that altitude. So when you boost cancel it, it's actually, like, really cheap. And then even though you got a lot of height, which we just said was bad for suits without fast falls, when you have 70% of your boost left, you can keep faking your landing. You're not very punishable at all. So you can keep defending yourself.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Like, part of the problem with gaining altitude with suit without a fastball is that it costs a lot of boost to get up into the air.
It makes you predictable still, but like, the more boost you have, it's like when you do a sky leap, you are temporarily like one cost down on the suit tier in terms of boost. I treat Zeusas the same way. So you can actually boost out of the apex, or not Zeusas. You can boost dash out of the top of a hop melee, and it's still really hard to like punish you because you're just kind of falling. You've only used about one boost dash worth of boost. The majority of them are very cheap on the way up, and Sky Leap kind of falls in the same category, almost.
CS. That's a good CSA. That was a good CSA. And this is no ideal. This is the ideal pace you really want to be playing at. You're just like poking around at range. You weren't aware of the new funnel, so you got hit. It's okay. It's like a matchup thing. Got to be aware when you know he's deployed funnels out. You probably want to move up a bit more before you throw in the shield bits on yourself. Like if you're trying to use them aggressively. And like we're having the same problem again while you're like, oh no, I did too many things. Panic, AC, and then you're just getting hit. Just run away and land, and then like, okay, you're attacking, you're gonna super.
Yeah, and if you run away and land, and then do the sky leap.
Retreating. Oh no! Just land. Mm-hmm. Again, you're just indecisive, and you're scared of landing. You need to be confident about landing. You need to be confident about landing more.
I was just gonna say, like.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Like Lupus chasing you. If you spam a lot, they kind of know how much left they need to commit to actually hit you. But if you just sneak a landing and they didn't decide to take a landing, you're now like in a great spot to run them down because you just got your boost back. You just forced them to evade your sky leap.
I'm seeing an awful lot of like, I'm realizing now on Wake Up, you're doing, not just Wake Up, like after you land or on Wake Up, you're doing like stuff like Fua into main and like boost dash. And I was thinking, it's like, you could just step. Like you don't have to Fua. Like okay, because the advantage of Fuaing is that you kind of get like, you get some limited amount of continued movement out of your step, but you can't commit to, if you commit to any button with this suit, you interrupt your movement. So there's no point in actually just in trying to do a Fua with Excellia for the most part if you're going to cancel that into like an actual attack. Like, because a normal suit, you can do a Fua and be firing your beam rifle or something, right? As a way to throw out some kind of poke. But like with Excellia, there's no point to doing that if you're going to attack, because you're going to have to boost dash anyway. Like
you can just do like, step main.
I've been noticing this a bunch. So like there's a Fua into a thing.
Probably won't cost like this much boost, like half. Opposed to putting you in orange for getting the extra hop.
And you put yourself in the air for all the extra boost you spent as well. It's just like, it's just not. It's not very productive. I saw this happen a bunch throughout, and I'm like pretty sure this is like happening pretty consistently. So just like probably stop fooling when you're like thinking about with this thing. Like with other suits, that what you're doing is actually good because you can just do like a Fua and then like keep moving whilst firing. But with Excellia, you don't really want the Fua very much. There's another one.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Step shoot boost is actually incredibly hard to hit with suits like Excellia. Like, I'll do back turn main with Zabanya. Like, I'll do step back turn main boost. Or step CSA boost. It's just a very, very tiny window to try to hit that, and they have to be very close, in which case your CSA might just end up winning. Yeah, they're being run at by Nu. I'm gonna try and get one that's not against Nu. That's okay. Let's see. Or are they all against Nu?
Sure.
Because you kind of need a lot more things going on right before you're ready to tackle Nu just putting barrier on and mashing into you. I think. Yeah, you really only want a CSA like right after you land. There's the use of the Sky Leap. See, like.
Yeah, right after you landed. Yeah, they tried to dive in on your landing and then just ate crap because of it, basically.
There's the Fua hopping.
This was good. This was good, actually. I like this. This is good. Yeah, there's the Fua on, like, after. Yeah, you keep doing this. This is, like, just not a thing.
Yeah, just do step main boost.
It's just not a thing. Like, if you're gonna Fua, you act with this suit, you're actually committing to not doing an attack. Like, that's actually, whoa, nice. Okay, that was good. Like, but yeah, if you flew with this thing, you're doing it just for the evasive movement, and you don't want to attack. If you're worried about,
like, if you want to do something,
you're going to attack.
I will do like step, like I've done this with Counter Zaku. Like, I will step main boost hop, and then I'm only playing with the intent of landing. I want to land, and unless they keep chasing me to the point where I'm not going to be allowed to do that. Like, that's my goal. And if they do chase that boost hop, you punish my landing, they've now committed a lot of boost. So when I do, like, assist in the, like, when I call assists, or when I shoot main, when I do ACs with Excellia, they are much more compromised, much more unwilling to actually spend that extra little bit of boost left to hit you. And if they do spend it, then your partner's in a much better position to bail you out. So it's always better to try to make some space or like drag them towards you a bit before you.
Okay, rewind there. Like right before everybody starts bursting, right before when they activate. So you activated things, and then you just start shot, and then you needed to move again. Like, I know you're bursting there, but like if you ever activate your barrier because you want to protect your landing, just land. Like, just land. Like, don't do more shit when you're doing it, like, at the end of the sequence. Just land, because you're invincible right now. So, like, they were gonna bounce, and then you could have, like, see, I mean, this is fine, like, it worked out. It was just, like, don't, oh, no, my goodness. Oh, you hit your partner for, like, 125 damage. That's pretty bad.
Installed Dragon's Crown Pro.
Oh, no. Okay, you didn't die. It's okay.
Oh my god, that did 215.
Okay, the enemy crowd was pretty low. Checking out funnels.
Oh, no.
Oh no, your partner's gonna die again. Oh no. Well, you got burst.
Getting scooped.
Is your partner gonna? Oh, your partner dies. Rip. Yeah.
Susan Owo.
Susan O got Susan Ode.
All right, last one. They're not here, and I don't think. I don't know. I can demonstrate a couple things, actually. I'm gonna get that prepared. My face rig's gonna break for a second.
I don't know. I will say that it's they're pretty consistently chucking out like funnels like right at the round start, and that's just like not really a thing you should do either. You should be moving up a little bit before you press them, because they just don't do anything.
And you start playing
most of the time. Ooh, huge! That was huge, actually. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah. More overheat means you gotta not do that.
Oh no, move out the way. Okay. I'm also like, I understand why you're like, ooh, this is cool, like using 2B into step into main or whatever, but like you're not even getting the 2B
More examples
out.
of how
so
good
like you
that
may as well
Qubeley
just do
is.
step main. Like there. Well, you're living up to your name. These are some beams, all right. Beam. Oh, no more. No, stop overheat maining. Okay, your partner just demolished it. Okay. Let's do one more. That was barely a game. You just kind of like hit like four ACs back to back and then hit super. And it's like, well, yeah, that's like 500. That's like how much damage? 500, 600, 700 damage? I don't know. That's a lot of damage.
Yep, that's what you do. You do main, and you boost top
Land
away.
here. Okay, good. You landed. Nice.
Oh.
Boost top once. Landed. No. Too many actions. Like yep. You almost did it perfectly. You did like one thing.
Could have landed and done the same thing, and it probably would have hit. And then you would even have more if it didn't hit.
Yeah. Needed to target swap and look at the person who was standing on top of you, not the other guy. Should have also probably just stayed on the ground when you were on low life instead of attacking.
Awkward time for. Oh no, you took damage. You're not going to get a second burst.
But I understand. Oh no, you didn't quite get it.
Oh, okay.
I think they will. They're with a 2,500, so they will still. I think
It's going to be close even with that.
Oh no, you're pushing. Yeah, Excellia is really bad. Like Excellia is not good at actually pushing into people and like, making stuff happen. I don't know if you play other suits that aren't Excellia. Yeah. Like, well, it's more that with suits that aren't Excellia, right? Like, you can kind of just like spam your main a lot and like fly out to people and just spam main a lot. Do you get what I mean? Like it's like kind of an intuitive panic thing to do, and it will work better at low levels. But this just does not work with a suit like Excellia. Like you cannot make the game go faster as Excellia, and you just have to accept that there's a very specific pace that you have to play at, and you can't really make the game go any faster. Like, you know, if you need to move up, you move up, and then you just try to line up your ACs, and you try to main people if they do anything stupid. And you just try to fly into people's vector and shoot them, and you shoot once, and you take a landing. Like, there is no way to force damage with Excellia for the most part, unless you have burst. Like, it's just not happening. So there's no point trying to make it happen in the whole, because all you're really hoping when you do stuff like that is that your opponent is bad and just fucks up. Like, that's all that's happening. So, like, if you want to get better, you kind of have to stop. You kind of have to not play assuming your opponent's bad. Like, you have to start playing, like, doing things like with the assumption that they, you know, that, oh well, this is like the safer, better option to do.
That Excellia can't hit people up close. Without the burst, it's going to be hard to get in position to do it against good people. But her cannon correction up close, yeah, but
if people just fly away, you can't hit. No, if people just like boost hop away from you, then like you yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying is like what's going on is literally just hoping your opponent's bad. Like it's not a way to build a way to learn to get better at the game. You need to get better at just like playing slower and like identifying that, oh, this is actually a damage opportunity because you just mucked up, instead of going, I hope you get hit. I'm just gonna hope you're dumb.
It will hit people like mid boost dash from like that range. Like, it's pretty wild. But the main thing I wanted to show was just like, if you're getting off the ground, you do step main boost hop. You have so much boost left, and you got from about here to here. So you're like step main, and now I'm out. And if they chase you, you have plenty of time to see what's happening. You have half your boost left. Then you can just move perpendicularly again with another boost hop, And if they're really insistent on chasing you, you've actually moved so far that if you do a last-ditch effort and just do step main, like, let's see if I can get that all out in one sequence. Step main, boost hop again, burn your shoot, boost, land. Like, that would have dragged a suit chasing you, like, all the way over to here, then all the way back, and then you step, shoot, and your landing's, like, over here by the bunker. Like, you can really drag people around the map with this suit. Your mobility is actually decent. It's not great, it's decent. And that's only if you're desperate. Ideally, you just do this. Whoops. Ideally, you just fire a shot, land, and then if they chase you, they're still chasing you. I don't know which one's the Sky Leap. Shit. Thought I knew.
2 AC.
Okay.
2 AC is Garo.
But yeah, you can just boost hop away, see if you can sneak a landing, and then hit 2 AC, which I cannot apparently.
Yeah, in general, I'm also not, like, I guess you didn't really use your 6 AC much, mostly because you're just trying to hit 2 AC, which is fine, but, like, yeah. No, but, like, 6 AC is the one that's actually gonna, like, if the game is actually going slow, and, like, you know, people are moving around you and you're actually in a 1v1, 6 AC is the best. But if you're just, like, poking at people who are, like, pressuring your partner and stuff, or, like, pushing really hard into you, 2 AC is better. But, like, yeah, for 6 AC gets better the higher level the game is, basically, is my opinion. Whereas 2 AC is better, like, the worse people are.
CSA is more than like that. Because
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, CSA, ideally, it's one of those things you do after you land as well. It's just like Garo, you do step CSA. Like, you land, and you just release the step CSA when you're in green lock.
anyway.
And feel free to cancel it early as well if you think stuff isn't going to hit. It's pretty boost expensive.
If they're close to you, it kind of shuts down your ability to burn your carelessly. But if it's long range, there's just kind of a... You eventually just get used to a time limit existing. You step CSA and then go, okay, the funnel shot's incoming. And, like, I just kind of do that intuitively, like, and my time's done, because I know funnels are incoming.
You kind of have to be used to paying attention to the opponent throwing crap out, because, like, when you're in this kind of green lock situation, you have a better way to look at what the opponent's doing, and you can see suits firing off funnels for the most part. Like, you'll see them do the animation of their stop for a little bit, or you'll see the little like shooting, the little like exhaust come from the funnels whilst they're moving, or while they're getting deployed. Like, I know it seems kind of hard, but, like, if you can keep on top of that, it helps as well for using CSA.
Oh, another thing that's good is when you do a boost hop, shooting a shot right before you land and boost canceling it is actually good to practice as well if you want to fire a shot. Because what it does is shots mid-flight will get closer to you because you faked it. And then when you boost dash cancel, they won't be able to correct as hard to hitting you, or the guidance won't be as extreme to hit you. So, like, say he fires a shot from there, and I just let the boost dash carry me land. It'll curve and probably hit me, but you can fire, like, a last-ditch effort shot and then boost dash cancel it, and it will cause, like, the bullet will be closer to you by then. Therefore, when you boost out of the way of it, it won't be able to curve and hit you. It's just weird. It's one of those things that people do to mix up their landing timings.
Well, the other thing is that sometimes people just aren't pressing a button until they actually see that you're landing. Like, there's no point flailing in the air going like, oh god, they're going to punish my landing. Like, if they're not committing to trying to punish landing yet. You get what I mean? You have to at least make them try to punish the landing before you start worrying about it. So, like, the closer you are to the ground before you boost dash again is just generally good, because it's going to force them to actually do the thing. Because if they didn't, then you could have landed for free. You get what I mean?
Like, Even Zabanya's back turn main, where it's like, I will do step, shoot, boost hop, shoot, land. And like, that's it. Now, that's when I'm being, like, that's when I'm being spicy, like. It's weird. Like, that doesn't seem like a whole lot, but look at how much boost it costs. Like, it's still half your boost bar. Like, that's me being spicy. And that means both of my vernier shots are covered. And they're both canceled out of cleanly. And I'm circling the same direction the whole time. So, I'm not doubling back and putting myself in fire of other attacks. Oop. Oop. Like, that's the aggressive sequence, where you're kind of just afraid of people either trying to, like, greedily approach you or whatever. And then when you land, and they're still chasing into you, and you're like, oh, you're approaching me, then you can get away with doing that a lot. Like, step backwards away from them and then do it, just for that little extra space in case they just try to go underneath you. But I think that's important to mention for vernier suits, that firing like a last-ditch shot and then boost dash canceling once, if you get caught up in doing it, then it becomes really bad, because then you're going to overheat for sure. But you can fire like one shot and fire a second shot, like, that is defensively almost, because you're doing it to make in-flight projectiles like have to punish you at different timing. It also demands that people come closer for landing punishes. And I think that's it. So, I'm gonna change this format to be bi-weekly. And I'm gonna try and keep the channel and the submission guides updated for what the next date is. But I think that's it for today. See ya. Do you have anything you want to say, Irysa? Alright.
See ya. No, I'm good.
Thanks for the follow, man in machine. Alright, are you up for TF, Irysa? Okay.